Hi, this is Corey Miller.
Is truth real? Can we know it? Human sex trafficking, sometimes, if it makes enough money for you, it's true. Does truth matter? Do you have a definition for it? You say walking in your truth. I hear people talking about that. There's some things that either need to be true or false, like the resurrection of Jesus. What do you think? Go. So we're at Florida A&M University this morning, getting ready to talk to students about questions of truth. And right behind me is a building that was called Truth Hall. And, well, we kind of think this is what's happening at the universities in general, way more than symbolic, people. Is there such a thing as truth?
What do you mean by that?
Is truth real? Can we know it?
I believe that truth is real. I think that being true to who you are and what you put out and just, showing your truth with the world, I think it is a real thing.
Are there moral truths?
That's a good question. I feel like there are, but at this moment I can't think of any. I feel like it depends on everybody else's truth and what they, roll with, if they, are a certain ideology, follow a certain God or not.
Are there moral claims that are objectively true?
Not necessarily. I mean, I would like to think so, but while I may feel that a moral claim is better morally than another one, neither one is necessarily true.
Truth is real.
Okay, what is truth? Can you define it? Have you heard a definition of truth?
I think truth is particular and it's relative.
Are there moral truths, like slavery is unjust?
Yes.
And it's not particular then,
Okay.
or relative, or is it? Human sex trafficking, sometimes, if it makes enough money for you, it's true, it's good,
People
or...
believe in capitalism for sure.
Well,
But I would say that it's maybe a universal truth that's wrong. Some people may say that there's one God, right? And that's the universal truth. I don't believe that's good to say.
it's not good to say. What if it's true? If truth is defined as that which corresponds with reality, what if it is true? We find out one day, we
Who
get to
defines
Judgment
reality?
Day.
Because culture defines reality.
Is there something that is true as the purpose of human existence that applies to all humans?
I say no.
What is truth to you?
Truth to me is something that is true. So something that has some factual evidence to it and has some good ethics to it.
What is truth?
That's a good question. I think I never really defined it for myself, but I would say truth is just like what I said, like just being honest with yourself, being honest with others.
What is truth? Do you believe truth is real?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think truth is? How would you
Truth
define
is just absolute objective fact. There's no thought or opinion or anything that could make it untrue or not what it is.
I think truth is based off your culture and based off of nature.
it? So if the dominant cultures embrace slavery, then you just need to suck it up. Is that right?
Nah, I said sometimes truth is defined by culture, not slavery.
If to say that something is objective means that it's true for all people at all times and all places. To say that something is subjective, by contrast, means that it's not true for all places, all people, all times. And we say, well, to each their own. No, sorry, not to each their own. There are objective truths. And we can know this even if we don't have consensus. What is truth? Do you have a definition for truth? Does truth matter? Do you have a definition for it?
Truth most definitely matters. It is actually my core fundamental value. But in terms of defining truth, oh goodness. Yeah, no, I really don't have a definition of truth. It's like, even though almost intuitively it seems, that is a really tricky one. I'll have to think about that one. I try to extrapolate all of the truths from different religions and see where the commonality lies.
Okay.
And this is true for everything. you look at the opinions of multiple individuals, find what's the same among them, and then you can see the commonality, and that's what's most fundamental.
You say walking in your truth. I hear people talking about that. You do you, I'll do me, right? You do your truth. Are there really an infinite number of truths about something like, let's say, the grass is green?
Mm-hmm.
Is that both true and false at the same time in the same sense?
Yes.
Dang, this is a tough question. I thought it was so easy. This is actually a tough question. I don't know.
I'm very biased because our God is biased. You know, like he is very righteous on certain things.
Okay.
You can say the grass is green, but someone else might see it in a lime green or a darker green. So it's all about perspective and shifting your perception.
Dang, you're kind of like blowing my mind right now. Like,
for me, whatever I believe is my truth. So whatever she believes is hers and yours to you. So it's, again, those truths are different. A collective of people can call theirs larger and more valid than another's, but each person's truth is their own.
So basically, you have your truth and I have my truth. What if those two truths contradict each other?
Then I mean it is what it is, but I mean as long as our truths don't harm each other or harm the people around us, then it is what it is.
Do the doctrines of Christianity, that God exists, that Jesus came into the world to save the world, are those things true? Is God real? Did Jesus really come to do that? And did he succeed?
I think that all has to do with faith and belief. So if that's what you believe, then it is true.
What if two people's truths contradicted one another? Like, you believe God exists, I believe God does not exist. Can both of those things be true?
Yes.
Make your own research to learn more about the world yourself so that you can believe what you want to believe.
Does it matter whether it's an objective truth or not?
I feel like it doesn't.
They are a different gender trapped in a different body. Is that true? That they really are a woman trapped in a man's body?
I guess. I feel like it depends. That's just my truth.
Your truth again, okay. Do you think Black Lives Matter?
I do.
Is that an objective truth that Black lives really do matter?
It should be. Like I said, maybe a lot of people would agree with me on this campus. However, I'm sure there's some people that don't.
Well, again, if we're looking for consensus, we're never going to find any truth, because there's always people, someone who thinks that they're black trapped in a white person's body, or male trapped in a female body, or they think they're Julius Caesar. Right? We don't need consensus to have truth, because we have irrational people and immoral people.
Everybody has their own beliefs and their own truth. So if that's what you believe, then that is true to you.
But thinking about reality, then, truth is that which corresponds to reality. That's the definition of truth, right?
Correct.
It is true that Black lives matter. It's true that all human lives matter.
Correct.
Can that be grounded in evolution anywhere? Equality? And that all human lives matter? It doesn't seem to be grounded on the Serengeti in the jungle.
That's a good question. I have no idea.
There's some things that either need to be true or false, like the resurrection of Jesus.
Sure.
Right? If it did not happen, Christianity is false, and so it's falsifiable. Jesus claimed to be the truth. Do you think he was correct?
I believe that if that's what he claimed to be, then yes.
True for him,
Yes.
but maybe not true for the atheist.
Yes.